getting the white? Okay, I'm gonna start it. Mm-hmm. Welcome to Plausible Foolishness. I'm Matt, and I have opinions on stuff. Ray is not here. You see, he is not here. Or is he?
Gotcha! Hey, Matt, I'm here, man. I got opinions on things, too.
Well, let's talk about him.
Bro, I'm jacked up today, man. I'm sorry I can't be there.
Well, that's okay, man. We just see you from remote location, looking all thick.
Listen, all the rubes, I want you to know that I'm in an undisclosed location like Mark Levin. I'm hiding from the man from the deep state, and they can't find me. So let's do this.
Yes, let us do this. Now, check the stream. We're good?
Let's just check it out. We check the stream again, man. I'm checking it out, man. This is crazy. We're like on different worlds, but we're still doing a show. How crazy is that, man?
It's awesome. It's called technology. It's an amazing thing.
It blows my mind. Technology blows my mind. Yeah, dude, we're live streaming right now, man.
Awesome.
Right now, let me see this beautiful face.
Then let's get into it.
Dude, let's go, man. Let's get it going.
Yes. All right, so let's talk about the title of this episode. I don't know how it came up because the dashboard for YouTube's live stream is all kinds of messed up, but we're still streaming. We're still out there. So the title will be episode 35. Everything's coming up Trump.
What? You're saying Trump dominates the media?
Well, I think that's a given. But just as of today, or in the past couple of days, everything seems to be like falling in Trump's favor.
What?
And to the dismay and utter horror of the leftist media, Hollywood, academia, everything but the American people. Well, the right-minded American people.
That's true. Trump said this. He predicted this a long time ago, that we would get sick of the winning. And the funny thing is, he just keeps doing it. Like, he calls out a young senator that you might know, bro. I think her name's Elizabeth Warren. Is that her name?
I remember something else.
Oh, wait.
That's right. Pocahontas.
Pocahontas, yeah! Bro, so here's the thing. Very early on, so just to give a backstory, if you really don't know this story, if you've not been paying attention to the media, that's totally normal.
Yeah,
so,
I'm sure that there's plenty of people who don't know why he constantly refers to her as Pocahontas.
Yeah. So didn't she use her Native American background, quote unquote, to register as a minority and get hired at Stanford? Is that what she did?
That's exactly what she did.
And she claims...
Well, she made multiple claims.
Yeah.
She claimed that one of her parents was Native American, and they had to elope because the other family hated Indians.
Yeah. So she makes up this typical dramatic, I'm oppressed Democrat story. And like I heard on who was it? Andrew Clavin, and he had a montage of her telling the sob story about how they were oppressed in Oklahoma because her mom was like half Native American or whatever. And Trump called her out on it, man. Trump calls her Pocahontas or Pocahontas.
Yeah, I mean, it's ridiculous.
Yeah. I think, Matt, I'm going to be honest with you. I think you got more Native American in you than she does. I mean, I think that you are more Native American than she is. 100%.
That might actually be true. I don't know. There's speculation in our family, but it means nothing. There's no proof. I'm not getting that fat casino check.
You're not getting that fat casino check? You're not getting that?
Unfortunately.
Oh, man. Hey, it's okay, man. It's all good. We're going to get fat casino checks as our rubes are going to take care of us, man. So they're going to support us on, all this, Patreon and all that fun stuff like that. But so Elizabeth Warren kind of self-owned herself this week, huh? She kind of, tried to throw one back at Trump, and it kind of boomeranged back in her face.
Well, I mean, the media doesn't take it that way. But, yeah. She released the results of a DNA test. It shows that she's 1/1024th native or indigenous people or something. Doesn't even specifically say Cherokee or anything, because you can't do that.
So what you're saying is that means her mom was a Native American, right? Is that what that means?
No, not even close. So that was a lie.
Okay, so her grandma is Native American, right?
No, sorry.
Okay.
You're gonna have to go back a little bit further, just a smidgen.
Great grandma?
No, it's a little. Keep it going.
Great grandma, clearly great grandma.
I'm gonna cut this short because you're not even close. It's 6 generations by all accounts. Yeah, great grandfather or grandmother. So I'm not sure.
Oh my gosh! Isn't it 240 years? How far back is that?
It's pretty far back. I don't know the math. Yeah, it's 40 years in a generation.
Okay, so basically before America started, is that what you're trying to say?
Possibly. I don't know.
So you gotta go back that far to get any type of indigenous people, and they can't even verify that she's actually a Cherokee.
Absolutely not.
They're guessing that possibly she could have something that far back.
Yeah, she could have something by DNA results. She could have something that far back. And my understanding is that it's not even North American, it's South American in origin.
Oh my gosh.
So
basically,
but here's
Elizabeth Warren.
Oh, sorry.
Continue. Lying. So Elizabeth, this is why. Miss Warren is saying, "Oh, my mom was a Native American," but that's completely not true whatsoever. So, would you consider that a lie, my friend?
Absolutely. But here's what's worse. The media is like, "Ha! Showed you, Trump." I was watching The Daily Show last night, which was painful.
Oh, God.
Really, really painful.
South African until Americans how to live. That's painful.
Yes. And gloating over nothing.
Gotcha.
And so he's totally playing up, the gotcha moment that isn't there.
Yeah.
And then he makes claim to something that Trump said at a rally.
Okay.
And what he said was that if he had a debate, he would donate $1 million to the charity of Elizabeth Warren's choice if he were to debate her.
Okay.
And he would have a DNA test. If that proved that she was Native American.
So,
And it's like,
but-
are you kidding me? That's
so the media's considering 1,024 Native American actually a Native American. They're considering that.
yeah. And they're trying to hold
they
Trump
see
to that statement. Of course, he never debated her, so he never actually made that promise. He just was telling people at a at a rally,
Yeah.
that if he did debate her, he would lay down that challenge.
Okay. Fair enough.
Okay, so maybe that's like, semantics. But
Yeah.
still, she's not Native American. She's not even close.
Not even close.
I was reading
Not
one
even
article. She's less than the average American. The average American is like 0.18% Native American, and she's less than that. So,
So you and I are browner than Elizabeth Warren.
you're definitely browner, but yes. She's the
gotcha.
whitest of whites.
Well, here's the cool good news.
And she's a liar.
Calculation of my-
And she
yeah.
uses Native Americans and affirmative action for her gain. She used that. And she's still using it,
Yeah.
as we see in this media circus. It's ridiculous. She's a terrible person. And she should be
Well,
called
yeah,
out for it. It's disgusting.
I'd agree with that. Yeah, I mean, so here's the funny thing is, like, isn't the Democratic Party the party that's supposed to be, like, stick up for the little guy? So how is it that a white woman, categorically white, by all mathematical equations and just science, can steal the heritage of Cherokee Indians and use it to advance her cause? One might say that that's white supremacy at its best. Would you say that?
Well, here's the thing.
Yeah.
That's the Democratic Party playbook. I mean, she's not any different than any other Democratic senator, representative, whatever. Name it. You name it, they're exploiting minorities for their own political power.
That's 100% true. I agree with you, man. I mean, it's funny, like, if you've been if any of the rubes, and I know the rubes are smarter than this, but the buffoons that listen to us, if you've been paying attention to the media in the last, like, literally 72 hours, you've had black people, you've had the Democratic Party use black people to keep Kanye West on the Democratic plantation, calling him mentally ill and an ignorant Negro. So basically using racism to attack a black man. And then one of the leaders that probably is going to run for president is using Native Americans to advance her personal gain, literally stepping on the backs of Cherokees to elevate herself to the role of president. And here's the funny thing, and conservatives are still the racists? Conservatives are the bigots?
Oh, well, see, here's the thing.
Conservatives are the people that use people?
Here's the thing, though. The people calling out Kanye are all black, so they're okay.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
On top of that, Republicans are in control of every major institution. The media, the art world, Hollywood, academia. So,
yeah.
I mean, you're only racist if you have power and then you're, against minorities or something. Wait a second, none of that's true. Man,
Here's my question.
it's really hard to keep track of what's true.
It's really tough nowadays. So based on the liberal lunacy logic that you just espoused to me, if the Native Americans called her out, they wouldn't be racist, correct? If the Cherokee Nation
Well, they are calling her out.
Oh, they are?
Oh, yeah.
What?
Oh, yeah. Let me read to you from an article.
Yes.
Okay. So. She's not a citizen of the Cherokee Nation. She's not enrolled in the Eastern Band of Cherokee Indians. Indians. Sorry, there's a double. It's messing up my speech.
Okay.
Not one of the Kituwa Band of Cherokee, nor could she become one even if she wanted to, according to a 2012 report. And the criticism is only heated up. So, a Cherokee Nation member and ethnic studies professor at Brown University, Dr. Adrienne Keene, called out the senator.
Okay.
My tribal citizenship was a factor in my hiring, as it should be, said Keene, according to National Review. I represent my nation and native peoples in this space, and we wouldn't have a voice otherwise. But I'm also a great teacher. I mean, I kind of disagree with her, but whatever. A professor of Indigenous Studies at the University of Alberta, Kim Tallbear, similarly slammed the Democrat. She continues to defend her ancestry claims as important despite her historical record of refusing to meet with Cherokee Nation community members who challenge her claims. This shows that she focuses on and actually privileges DNA company definitions in this debate, which are ultimately settler colonial definitions of who is indigenous.
Oh my gosh.
So they're taking her to task, but they're doing it in this postmodern SJW way.
Yeah.
So she's attacking Trump using postmodern SJW tactics, and then all of these professors are attacking her using postmodern SJW tactics.
Now, are those professors racist for calling her out now? That's tricky.
I imagine that we could find somebody who would say yes.
But she identifies as a Cherokee. Why can't she be a Cherokee? I mean, I identify
just
as
look
a
at
little
Sean
tiny
Keane.
Filipino girl. Yeah. Sean King, man. The whitest black dude you've ever seen in your life.
I was watching Owen Benjamin today, and he put up a poster of Sean Keen's going on tour to give, discussions, talks about, his nonsense. And the image has a picture of his face, like a drawn image, and it's drawn black. His skin is way darker than he is in actual life. It's infuriating if you care about truth and real justice.
The left doesn't care about truth. The left cares about power. All of this Elizabeth Warren's trying to do is accumulate power. She's trying to call her Pocahontas years before she runs for presidency. And the problem is she looks more fraudulent and dumber. And the problem is she doesn't have anybody smart enough around her to tell her not to do stuff. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I literally think, and I'm actually grateful. I'm very grateful because this is why everything's coming up from. Okay, everything's coming up because normally in the past when Democrats would do this stuff, all of the Republicans were kind of, how do I say this nicely on Plausible Foolishness, wussies, starting with a P. And the reality of that is they would not ever take these people to task. They were so afraid to do it. And the best thing about Trump is he punches these fools every day. And he punches them to the point where they're delirious. Like, have you ever seen a boxing match when a guy gets hit really effing hard and he just doesn't know where the heck's going on? Like, that's the Democratic Party. They've got 22 days to get ready for an election. 22 days. They're more concerned about Kavanaugh, Pocahontas, what's his face? Cory Booker saying he had a Spartacus moment. These people are so obsessed with themselves, they have no concept of actual issues. And if you take 3 seconds to take a look at what's going on in America, what does the Democratic platform run on right now? What are they running on? Whether I'm actually whether I'm an Indian or not, whether Kanye West can have like, I mean that's the most ridiculous thing. Like, what are they saying or espousing that's going to help people? And that's what I'm still missing from the left. Because at the end of the day, like, I'm not a hardcore Republican. I'm a conservatarian like you. And at the end of the day, like, there are some Democrats I'll give props to. They actually do a good job. I won't hate on them. You know what I mean? But the flip side is, what are you running on right now? Like, this is the focal point that you want people to focus on. The media is trying to turn this into a win for Elizabeth Warren. And here's the crazy thing. Middle America, Florida, normal America does not give a rat's butt about this at all. They don't care. I don't care about Elizabeth Warren. And I don't even care that, I don't care that she thinks she's a Native American. But the funny thing is they're trying to tell us the sky is green when we clearly can look up and view it for ourselves.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is they think they're duping us, and they're not. It's just like the Kavanaugh investigation. They thought they duped us with Miss Ford. It didn't work. They tried to dupe us with Stormy Daniels, and it didn't work.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And the funny thing is
well, that's
like,
clearly.
And hilariously, in all of these situations, Elizabeth Warren self-owns herself and makes herself look stupider because she's more white than the average American. And then on top of that, you've got Kavanaugh, who's actually in his judge seat, and he's actually doing some damage. And now you got Stormy Daniels losing her lawsuit against Donald Trump and has to pay Donald Trump's legal team in an epic fail of monumental proportions.
Yeah.
And somebody has to have the mental fortitude to tell these people, to advise them, you're becoming idiotic to the point where you're losing all the time and everything's coming up Trump. I mean, how would you feel? Go ahead.
Well, there's a reason why. They don't believe in anything. They don't believe in truth. So they've disassociated themselves from it so strongly that they don't have any compass.
Yeah.
They can go anywhere. It's like, I think it was G.K. Chesterton, he said, the problem with atheism is not that you believe in nothing. It's that you'll believe in anything.
But God.
Yeah, but God.
But the truth.
The only thing that actually will, be a constant anchor, constant,
yeah.
mooring, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, the funny thing to me, Matt, is this. Like, they throw the media into the left is because all the media is a mouthpiece for the Democrats, okay? This closed location. That's why you don't see my sexy face there on Plausible Foolishness. But the first thing that I turned on TV today, and of course, I'll let you guess what the news was that automatically popped up on my hotel room. CNN. It's freaking CNN. I turned to one. It's MSNBC. It's Scarborough on there, literally trying really hard to sell that Trump was wrong in the Pocahontas situation, and then has to begrudgingly admit that Stormy Daniels has to pay Trump for for slander. She lost her slander.
It was a defamation case.
It's a defamation case, and so the media fails here, fails there. With good old Stormy, the good old the porn star here. And what does the media do? Do they ever say, hey man, we're wrong, hey, we messed up, hey, we're not really reporting things correctly, or even amend any things that they're saying? No, they just keep blaming Trump for stuff. They'll blame him for a hurricane. In other words, they're blaming him for the Saudi reporter, right? Is that what's going on right now?
Yeah. Okay, so if you don't know this story, there's a reporter called Jamal Khashoggi. And so he's been a vocal critic of the Saudi regime and, for the Washington Post. All right. And he went into the Saudi embassy in Turkey, and he never came out.
Jeez.
And this is actually interesting because it also ties into wrestling.
Yeah.
I'm wearing my
Grassland,
Elite shirt.
baby.
If you don't know, Ray.
See it right now. I can see it sexily on you.
Excellent. So WWE is actually going to be doing a show called Crown Jewel from Saudi Arabia, and they're kind of supposedly they're monitoring this whole situation, and it may get canceled. Apparently, a lot of the backstage people want it to be canceled, and it seems like the only one who doesn't is Vince McMahon. But
Of course.
but yeah.
I mean,
So
from a business standpoint, they already did the Greatest Royal Rumble there.
yeah.
So I get that they want to do more business in Saudi Arabia, but the problem is this: it's like, you know, at the end of the day, it's like taking money from the Nazis. Now, I'm not going to take it to the Hitler level or literally Hitler, but you got to think about it this way: like at the end of the day, if you took Nazi money, it's tainted money. If you're taking Saudi Arabia money, it's kind of tainted right now. When you got people, I mean, Saudi Arabia is not exactly known for its human rights. I mean, they throw gay people off the top of buildings. They just started letting women drive, didn't they? Or something? They have to have the approval of their dad or something like that.
I'm sure that there's lots of restrictions, but yes.
And here's the deal, you know, and I don't want to take our rubes to wrestling because I know some of our rubes can't handle the wrestling game, but if you watch the Greatest Royal Rumble, which was not even a good show, but it was whatever, the Philippines was basically gods.
Repeat that?
Saudi Arabia.
We're losing you.
The world, would you tie yourself with that, you know? Like, at the end of the day, it's not like we're going to North Korea and doing shows in North Korea. We're just meeting with their diplomats and their president.
Yeah.
But what's going on with it? You know what I mean? Like, why would... Especially when reporters are just getting killed for no reason. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I mean, it's not a good look.
No.
They need to...
It's a terrible look.
Yeah, they need to do something about that. You need to cancel. I mean, they just need to cancel it. They can. There's plenty of other, you know, Western cultures that can pay for, you know, a show. You know.
Yeah,
Go to Germany.
Vladimir Putin's got deep pockets.
I bet you they could. I mean, why couldn't they do a show in Japan?
I know. Well, because New Japan will come after him. Kenny Omega will get him. But no, I mean, like at the end of the day, like here, and again. Isn't the media trying to blame this on Trump? That Trump
well, yeah, that's the other thing. So WWE may have to cancel their show. Hopefully they do.
Yeah.
I really hope that they do.
Yeah.
But because this is ridiculous. This is tyranny. This guy spoke badly of the regime, and now he's dead. Yeah, the Saudi regime is saying that they had nothing to do with it. And honestly, apparently Trump has said that it was potentially rogue elements or something kind of backing up the Saudis, which is also not a good look. So,
no, it's not.
But he does crap like that all the time.
Yeah.
You know, that's the thing. You have to take what he says and separate from what he does. Kind of like he had to do with Obama.
100%.
Obama would say beautiful sounding things and then do the exact opposite. Trump says terrible sounding thing and then does the exact opposite. It's kind of ridiculous.
Boy, man.
Yeah, anyway, but here's the article. The Huffington Post ran an article titled "Trump Calls Media the Enemy of the People. Maybe the Saudis took him literally."
Oh, gosh.
So basically, because Trump has been attacking the media for fake news and their constant, you know, berating and you know, maltreatment of President Trump, you know, maybe the Saudis murdered this man because of his rhetoric. Or maybe it's because they didn't like what the journalist was saying, and they, you know, don't care, and decided to kill him.
Yeah, wouldn't that be something? I mean,
No, but Trump's responsible for everything that every tyrant does all over the world because he's evil and he says mean things that we don't like.
Yes. Trump, it's always Trump's fault. It's always Trump's fault.
And that's why everything, we literally mean everything is coming up Trump.
Everything's coming up Trump. Didn't Alec Baldwin try to tell the media to overthrow Trump or something like that?
Yeah, he did say peacefully and lawfully, but we need to overthrow this government because of Trump.
Oh my gosh. Baldwin just sounds jealous. Like, he sounds so jealous of Trump. You know what I mean? He just is like, wait a minute, I was a famous TV person too, why am I not president? Because, you know, you said the N-word about 1 million times on the on candid phone calls and freaked out about people. But no, I mean, like, at the end of the day, like...
That's weird.
Yeah.
Gosh.
Yeah. So weird.
That sounds
like,
pretty immoral.
Yeah.
But he's here telling us about how evil Trump is.
Yeah. And he's
Gosh, it's almost like he's a hypocrite. Oh, and do you remember that video or recording of him berating his daughter?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
It was 100%. Sick. Calling her a pig.
The thing is,
an ungrateful pig.
Yeah, I mean, like, he donates to the left causes, and he kisses up to the left. So all's forgiven if you like our opinion. If you don't like your opinion, well then you're evil. You know, and that's the funny thing.
Until we have no use for you. So the Clintons were fine until basically she proved that there's no steam left in her engine. Yeah. And so now they're okay to attack, and they're doing a half-hearted job of it, but they're still doing it.
Yeah.
They're raising all the points that the right has been raising this entire time.
Yeah. Oh, it's weird. It's like all they want is power. Gosh. It's like crazy. It's like,
I feel like we've been saying that for a while now.
I know. Like, this is episode 35, and we're still talking. 35 weeks later, the Democrats are doing the same thing. The same thing. And the crazy thing is, people still believe this crap, bro. They still believe this stuff. They still believe Elizabeth Warren is a Native American. They still believe that Stormy Daniels, who had sex with Donald Trump of her own choice, not being raped whatsoever, delegitimizes the billionaire playboy that Trump was, and probably still is, as a president. They still believe that every national or major world event is because of Donald Trump. They would literally blame the massacre that's going on in Uganda on Trump, even though Trump just came into power literally 2 years ago. Like, that's what's hilarious to me, is they blame him and blame him and blame him for all this stuff. Everything's Trump. Everything's Trump's fault. But when he does good things, they never bring that to light, ever. Can I give you some evidence of this, Mr. Whaley? Can I bring you a little evidence from a disclosed location?
I'll allow it.
Okay, so here's the deal. I'm going to give you something that will not show up in the media at all, whatsoever. This article came out today at 3 p.m., okay? Let me read it from you. It's from Market Watch, okay? U.S. jobs. U.S. job openings made a record 17.1
That was weird. Wait a second. Hey, Ray.
There are more...
Ray.
What's up?
You gotta repeat all that. I got all distorted. Sorry about that, folks.
I got a little excited, man.
No, it was the plane, and it was a mess.
Okay, sorry.
Apologize for the audio, rubes.
It's okay, man. Rubes, it's all good. Buffoons, deal with it. Okay, here we go. Market watch. U.S. jobs hit a new record at 7.1 million jobs. That means there's 7.1 million openings right now across the country. That
Wow.
number literally exceeds the amount of people who are unemployed. So the August reports came out, okay, that there are 7.1 million jobs available right now. Unemployment is at 6.23 million right now.
Hmm.
There are literally more jobs in America right now than there like if everyone that's unemployed just took a job right now, they would have a job. Now, Ocasio-Cortez would hate it because at the end of the day, you have enough room to take two jobs if you wanted to take two jobs right now. But that's the thing. There are more jobs available than people to fill it. Now, I'm not saying this to the wacko liberals to say, yes, let's let everybody across the border, okay? I'm not saying that. But what's funny to me is as they're blaming Donald Trump for all the ills of the world, that he's such a mean person to Elizabeth Warren, he's so mean to the porn star, he's so mean to the media, they won't bring up the fact that under Trump's watch, after Obama claimed that it was impossible, that no jobs were coming back, that now he's boomed the economy to the point where there are more people offering jobs than people taking them. And I can say this with a little bit of passion and a little bit of zeal right now, and that's from Money Watch, by the way. You can check out Market Watch, Money Watch. The article's there. It just came up, okay? And here's the deal. The reason why I'm at an undisclosed location is I got an opportunity to take a job where I'm getting paid more than I was even running my own freaking company, which blows my mind. Do you know what I mean? Like a job, a job, is going to pay me more than I was making as an entrepreneur in Trump's economy. I would, after, and this is day 2 of my training in this job in the undisclosed location of West Palm that I'm in right now, okay? And I literally wanted to high-five Donald Trump badly. I was like, holy crap, I don't know if this is what happened in real life.
What is this? Oh gosh.
Probably bring attention to this.
We didn't hear anything of what you said. These planes are like canceling out your audio. I don't know how.
You got some planes flying over? Where did you leave me off? Like, here's the thing.
You high-five Donald Trump.
Yeah, like, everybody's blaming Trump for all the bad, but they won't give him any love for the good. And the problem is the bad isn't even bad. It's just mean words. Look at his actions. He's recreated the American dream. He has literally made America great again. America used to be like this. There used to be more jobs than people. We're back to that status. And people are pissed about it. They're mad about grabbing people by the pee. They're mad about Elizabeth Warren and Pocahontas. They're mad about Stormy Daniels. They're mad about being mean to the media, and CNN sucks, which it does. They're mad about that, but they won't report this. But Plausible Foolishness will. The Crowders of the world will. The Mark Levins will. Fox News will eventually get to it, like it eventually got to George Soros. But my point is this. Like, at the end of the day, the numbers don't lie. Everything's coming up Trump. Everything. All their hate and vitriol, but all the success that's happening. America's like a happy place again. It's popping. It's great.
What sucks is that it's not a happy place. It's angrier than ever, and we have every reason to be happy.
Of course. I mean, that's because we are. I mean, my expert analysis, if I'm gonna give it on Plausible Foolishness, is we are. Think about when America was the happiest. It was like right after a war.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, honestly. Now, if I was a rhino Republican, I'd say, let's go start a war with some random country. That'll spur the economy and get everybody pro-America again. But I mean, you think about it. There's no adversity right now. The only adversity we have is the orange guy in the Oval Office. Like that's the adversity that people think is real, and it's not adversity. He's the crazy uncle that's like there for you. You know what I mean? He's like the uncle that you know is rude, but dude, your car breaks down and he's gonna come there immediately. You know what I mean? And that's what we're fighting against. And we're not paying attention to the fact that like the world's a relatively peaceful place. It's not perfect, but it's more peaceful than it's ever been. There's less.
And America, you know, that brass ring that we used to strive for is here again.
Yeah.
We can go out and get it. Because, you know, man? Our economy isn't being stifled by socialist nonsense and regulation out the wazoo.
Oh, yeah. Like the billions in taxes that... and here's the funny thing, and I'm going to set a side story, okay? So I'm doing new hire paperwork with the new job that I'm doing, okay? You know what they're worried about? You know what the company that I'm working for is worried about the most?
What's that?
They're worried about Andrew Gillum becoming the governor.
Yes, because he's promising massive taxes on businesses.
If he becomes governor, you're going to get taxed more as a business, and he's trying to do a state tax. Like he's trying to do under the radar state tax, which is
like an income tax.
Yes, like a state tax. Like you know how there's like the federal. And then there's state.
Well, we have the state sales tax.
Yeah, but he wants to do income tax, my friend, and that's what's scary. He wants to further tax us, and that's what blows me away. Is like the moment that there's prosperity in America, liberals want to piss. You know what I mean? Like,
and I don't know. It's infuriating because how do they not see that kills jobs?
Because they've never created a job.
Well, I don't even think it's that. I don't think they care. I think that they don't want jobs. No. The more jobs, the less people need them.
Yep. 100%. It's like a bad mom who like just manipulates her kids into staying. You know what I mean? It's like, I need you, so I'm going to treat you like crap so you stay. You know?
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. But this is America, man. This is why plausible foolishness exists, to call out crap like this. I mean, because at the end of the day, like, and this is me, and I'm going on a rant. And I'm sorry, and I know you can't see my face. And this would be, I'd be passionate and crazy in my hotel room of my undisclosed location right now. But you know, at the end of the day, like, there's a reason why plausible foolishness exists. There's a reason why I'm calling on a Tuesday night. You're away from your daughters on a Tuesday night. And we're doing this show instead of hanging out with our families. Like, and it's not because we don't love our families. We are phenomenal fathers. We're Christian guys. We love everything about our families. But it blows me away how ridiculous our world's gotten, to the point where we feel the need that we have to say something. We have to bring the truth. Because at the end of the day, if you just keep looking and clicking on media, on CNN and MSNBC, you're going to get this warped, distorted reality that's just not true. You're going to believe that Elizabeth Warren's a Native American, and that's actually relevant for some crazy reason in your life. That means nothing. It means nothing. Stormy Daniels, fake boobed star, doesn't mean anything in your real life. It doesn't mean anything. Media doesn't mean anything in life. And even the government itself, really, if you think about it, doesn't mean anything in your life. The most government that you run into every single day is you getting taxed on your paycheck. That's all it is.
Or them stifling business so that there's no jobs for you to take.
And the thing is the government does a really good job of portraying this image that we actually need them, or they're relevant. And here's the crazy thing. We talk about it every single week, but I don't think people catch it. As conservatarians, we want you to be left alone. Literally, that's all we want. We want you to be left alone. I want to be left alone, that if I'm running a company and I think, hey, I can make more money like working for somebody, I can do. And there's no regulation, and there's no like fear of that. Because guess what? I'm not afraid of Obama taxing the crap out of this company that I'm working for so they can't hire more people. You know what I mean? I don't have to be afraid of that. I don't have to be afraid of my paycheck getting cut in half because Andrew Gillum wants to add $1 billion here in Florida. I don't have to worry about that stuff. I don't have to worry about, more money getting flooded into public schools that will be Florida schools are the worst, and they'll get worse. And I'm never going to even send my girl to a public school. You know what I mean? Like, and that's the thing. It's like they're trying their hardest to inject themselves into our lives. And plausible foolishness is the safeguard that's saying, screw you, and we're holding up a middle finger, and we're saying, no, this is bullcrap. Normal people don't need this crap. And this is why we bring this stuff up, so that you're informed, so that you're ready to go. And the best way to stay informed is listen. At the end of the day, we're not the smartest guys on the planet, but we're real people. We're not politicians. We're not crony capitalists or crony, they're one of their cronies. We are human beings like you, like in the mud, doing things. And that's why we do plausible foolishness. That's why you got to follow us on YouTube, man. That's why you got to subscribe. Because if you do that, that helps our cause, so we can do this bigger. So that when I'm on the road with my company that's paying me good money now, I can just set up a little live setup like Ben Shapiro or something like that. And we want to do that kind of stuff. You know, that's why you need to follow us on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter and keep these conversations going. Because don't get me wrong, I don't like battling with keyboard cowboys. 18-year-old kids that actually think that they know what's going on in the world, and they have nothing else better to do than troll. But there's a reason why we do this show. It's because we want to inform you guys and keep you in the loop to make you realize that you don't need government. You don't.
Yeah.
As bad as they would say it, you don't need it as bad as you think. Yeah, sorry. My rant.
Here's no, and I want to add to that because they sound compassionate. That's always their MO.
Yeah.
They're here. Yeah, they want to tax us, but it's because they want to take care of people. They want to, use that money for beautiful ends. We need to not be afraid to call that what it is. A bald-faced lie.
100%. 100%.
We can't be like, Andrew Gillum's a well-meaning man. He's a good man, but he's just mistaken on the way the world works. No. He's a liar.
Yeah.
This is socialist garbage. It will wreck Florida's economy.
Yep.
We're seeing a trend upward in jobs, which means you getting pay and having more options to get better pay.
Yep.
And this will undo all of that.
Yep. Yep.
And why? Do you really think that he doesn't know that?
Oh, he knows that.
He does know that. He has to know that. Anybody with a brain knows that. He's a liar, and he wants you dependent. That's it. He wants you dependent because the dependent turn to the Democratic Party because the Democratic Party gives them everything that they want.
Of course, man. It's crazy, bro. People still believe this crap, though, man. They believe it. So
we want the American people to have dignity, the dignity that comes with work, with good, honest work, with a paycheck, with incentive for your labor, with compensation for your time and your labor.
Yep.
All of that. That's dignity. Not a free check isn't dignity.
Nope.
It's dependence. It's slavery.
It's bondage. It's kind of bondage, my friend.
Yep.
You can't talk like that, man. You're sounding a little conservative right there, bro. You're sounding a little libertarian there, man. Watch out, dude.
Taxation is theft.
You're sounding going, huh?
Taxation is theft. It's armed robbery.
Yep, I agree. I agree, brother. Well, here's the deal, Rubes, man. It has been an exciting night, man. This is the first time we've done this way. And thank you so much for putting up with the audio. Thank you so much for putting up with my lack of presence. But hopefully, I brought an audio. Hopefully, I brought the noise and shook the cages and brought down the buffoons every single day. Because, you know, we try to keep it plausible and we keep it a little bit foolish. But, you know, at the end of the day, we're just here to enlighten the Rubes and help out, man.
Well, if they look on the screen, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. We're also obviously on YouTube. Share, like, subscribe, click that bell so that you get notifications. If you want to support us, go to patreon.com/plausible foolishness and you know, and donate. We have big plans, so yes, definitely. Yeah. For sure. We definitely love listening or hearing from you. You know, comment on the videos. You know, talk to us on Instagram. It's great. Yeah. And we will talk about it. Just in a different venue. Oh yeah. Amen.
There's a rumor on the street that my buddy in a couple weeks might be joining us on the couch. Joining us on the couch in Orlando as a guest to Plausible Foolishness, man.
Awesome.
It might get a little crazy. It might get a freaking little crazy. And I don't want to overhype it just in case it doesn't happen. But man, I think it'd be awesome. I think it's going to be fun.
I look forward to it.
It's going to be plausible, but it's going to get real foolish really fast. You know what I mean?
Well, I'll do my best to rein it in.
All right, dude. Hey, I appreciate you, man. Matt, thanks for putting up with me, man.
It's all good, man. Yeah, this is what we do.
Well,
We make it work.
Good show. It was a lot of fun, man. And Rubes, I love you all. We'll talk to you later, man.
Peace out.